Welcome to the last session of our series of the Trinity of philosophy. Absolute knowledge as knowledge by itself, as we reviewed in our previous session, would be available only to a God who in his turn only would have the ideal as object of knowledge and who accordingly could not be in any relation to us, not being able to speak about something really true. And the dilemma of the connection between the abstract concept of a thing and specific perception is summarized in Hegel's phenomenology of spirit in a similar way. However, the nature of these abstractions bring them together in and for themselves. Common sense is the prey of these abstractions, which in all their spinning circularities bring it to such grief. While healthy common sense wants to bestow truth on them, sometimes by their untruth unto itself, sometimes by calling the semblance of unreliable things an illusion, and sometimes by separating the essential from the necessary but nonetheless inessential, and by clinging to the former as their truth in the face of the latter. In doing so, it does not secure the truth for them, but it does manage to bestow untruth on itself. And the answer to the question on how it could be possible to distinguish the real from the unreal can be illustrated by the following thought by Thomasaquinas, based on that true presuppose a model of a certain supernatural reality. Truth accompanies knowing of what exists. The notion of existence does not presuppose the notion of truth, but the notion of truth which presupposes the notion of existence. But how can reality be defined without falling into an isolated world of ideas? The arbitrariness in this case, as in all other cases where definitions depending on the possibility of revealing what is actually real, is transferred to the criterion of definition, being the very Achilles heel of idealism in general, and brings to the mind the Aristotelian third man regarding Plato's theory of forms.